Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. There's no denying that The Mandalorian has become a juggernaut of a series within the Star Wars universe. The popularity is sky high. I've been enjoying every episode every week. I'm so into it, and I feel that a lot of people are. This second season is better than the first season. And of course, for that same reason, we have a lot of collectibles coming out from all different companies and all different scales, from Hot Toys, from Iron Studios, and of course from Sideshow. Now, they released a new Moff Gideon that actually looks pretty good. So I want to talk about it today, and I want to explore it, the good and the bad, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. And ultimately, I want to let you know if I think you need to add it to your collection or not. And for that reason, as you can see, I'm here at the website, the Sideshow website. It's a premium format, so it's a 1/4 scale. It's $595, which is not bad at all. There's no exclusive on this. There's no edition size yet. And you can also choose the layaway plan that Sideshow offers. The estimated arrival time for this, it's between December of 2021 and February of 2022. So you have plenty of time from now. Now, we're going to skip some of the description, and we're going to go into some of the more specific details, like the artists and the dimensions and all. The artists, we have the sculptors. There's a lot of sculptors here. We have Scott Patton, Glenn Hans, Darnell Ism, Greg Smith, and we also have two painters. We have Trevor Hensley, Derek Rosengrant, and we have model shop. I don't know if these are probably the designers. I don't know if these are probably the assemblers. Toi Ogunyaku, Jonathan Faber, and we have the 3D printer. We have Dean Schneider. And on the details, it's made out of polystone, of course, other materials, because he does have a cape. And the height is 19.75 inches, and the width is 14 inches, and the depth is 15 inches. There's no weight yet. Now, we're looking at the pictures, and I gotta be honest with you, at first when I saw this, I wasn't crazy about it. Even though Moff Gideon is the villain of the story of The Mandalorian, I just didn't feel it as much. It's not like, I would say, perhaps the Mando or Cara Dune, but the more I see it, the more I like it. I think they went with a nice pose. Of course, this is pretty much the same image that you saw on the last episode of season 1, so they're using this very powerful image. So it's good. The face portrait, I think it's good. It's I would say kind of tame in some ways. I wish they had this one had a light up feature on the sword, but we're gonna see more and more while we go through the pictures. I know a lot of people are not happy with capes, particularly with this type of mixed media that Sideshow normally uses, because they don't really last forever. So that's a point of contention. But the likeness with Giancarlo Esposito, it's there. That's for sure. It's just, I think that the serious face is not as appealing, in my opinion. He's just like lost in his own thoughts. It just doesn't look right for some reason. The rest of the sculpt is fine, as you can see right there. I don't know, it looks weird for some reason. It's just the likeness is there. It's just the in this case the expression they use. Maybe a smirk in his face would have been a lot better. I think he does that in the show. He smirks in contentment, or in this evil smirk that he does. I feel that would been a much better choice for this expression, for in this case for the portrait. But the sculpt is fine. I think they did good. I don't think it's overcomplicated. I like the base that they use. Again, I feel that the light up feature it would have been a very nice choice for this, for the sword. I don't know why they didn't do it. Maybe just to reduce costs. We have the dimensions. I don't know. I'm telling you this, the Mandalorian collection, and I gotta be honest with you on this, has been a bit of a disappointment for me. The show is fantastic, and of course, they're banking on that, but I feel that Mando wasn't that great. I think it's mostly because of the catwalk that he's going on, and also because of the way the cape is positioned. A lot of people have mentioned this, and I mentioned this before. It's gonna have problems, with stability and all. And with Cara Dune, it felt tame, the whole concept. She's a very powerful character, a very powerful female, and it doesn't feel like that on the statue. And with this one, I think I prefer the pose on this. It feels natural, but I just don't like the face expression. And overall, I feel that there's something lacking on the whole concept of this. I don't know, although I feel that this is a much better pose in comparison to Cara and Mando. And the only thing that I would say that I would change on this, of course, is to change the portrait. The expression on the portrait, that would be the only thing in my opinion. And the light up feature is more like a nitpick, but yeah, that would have been very, very nice. Now we can see the sword up close. It looks more like a metal sword rather than the dark saber. So I don't know, it's just my opinion, and it's just the look. I feel that it's lacking on that. Now the paint job is simple, of course. The armor is simple. And it has not much detail per se, but they did a pretty good job. I like the texture on the clothing, so it feels like real clothing, but it's not. And we have a gun right there. That's cool. That's another thing that this piece doesn't have. You don't have switchable parts, so I think that's just to reduce the price. The base is fine. It represents the story. Maybe the paint job here is kind of weird. Maybe they should have added maybe some type of plastic to represent the glass. Now I can tell you this, the piece is not bad at all. It's just I feel that it lacks something, and in the end, the whole collection feels more like a cash grab rather than a real artistic vision, for this, for the collectors, for the fans, something that is unique and perhaps the best looking collectible for this. I'm sure that in the end or down the road, we're gonna see more collectibles for the Mandalorian, and companies right now, many other companies are really pushing the boundaries, doing a lot of crazy stuff, Prime One Studio, XM Studios, Queen Studios, and all of them. And of course, many of these companies don't have the license yet, but eventually they will. And I don't know, it just feels that this is not necessarily the ultimate thing. It's a throwback in many ways to me. Like when I see this collection, I feel like I'm going back in time to back in the day, some of the original Star Wars collectibles that Sideshow did. Many of them, of course, have been outgrown by other collectibles. I feel that this is kind of in the same route. It doesn't seem unique or better, although of course it's perhaps the only Moff Gideon that we have so far. It just doesn't really, it screams at me when I'm seeing it. It doesn't scream as the ultimate version of this. With that being said, I'm not trying to put down the work of people here. I know that they put the effort, and it goes through an approval process and all of that. And Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel are very, very jealous of what they do. They don't allow everything or everyone to work on this stuff. So it's just a matter of, at the end of the day, you have to kind of give or take on this. So in my opinion, it is not a must-have, to be honest with you, unless you're really into the Mandalorian, you already pre-ordered Mando and Cara Dune, and you really want to build this collection, then it is a must for you. But for the most part, I don't think it's a must within the Star Wars, universe, or for a pretty much unique Star Wars collection, unless you're pretty much the ultimate collector and you want to have everything. But what is your opinion? What do you think about this? Do you like it? You don't like it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.